Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Aren't You Exhausted? The podcast. I'm your vivacious, now gray-haired host, Ashley. So I'm starting out early this morning and going to be discussing the sisters from Separate Misters, the gluttons of social media, the women who put assy in gassy. I mean, at this point I could go on, but it's going to get much worse moving forward if I do. It seems like Amber's back in phase 1 of her channel cycle, and Chantal is just talking to hear herself talk at this point. That woman loves the reflection of that that rat face, pinky up, talking shit in the screen of her phone. These two are the undisputed, unmedicated, uneducated, swampiest poster children of narcissistic parents sculpting narcissistic children. And with that, let's start the episode. Pinkies up. And I hope everyone in the Florida area has been out enjoying Pride this weekend. Safely, of course. I know, I can't help it. It's the mother in me. Pride Month is nearing an end, but just because the celebration and honoring the Stonewall Uprising of 1969 is coming to an end doesn't mean you should stop supporting your friends, family, and loved ones who are struggling out there, fearful of future legislations and government further oppressing and villainizing them. We are proud supporters of the LGBTQIA plus community and will continue to be so until I die. Stay safe out there and continue to advocate for being able to live as your true self. So let's dig into Chantal, Foodie Beauty first. She started this week with the revelation of, starting the 40-day water fast. This was after almost a week of quote unquote healthy eating, which consisted of a catered meal plan from various diet delivery services in Kuwait, and a dainty Subway mukbang was thrown in there. Now, if you followed Chantal for, I don't know, even the last 6 months, you know this woman lives the life of impulsivity and self-destruction. She made it 6 hours into her water fast before she was so hungry that her body had a complete freak out and she had to stop the water fasting. 6 hours in, she literally could have went to sleep an hour into her fast and fasted longer. But at any rate, we then dove back into mukbangs, like hardcore mukbangs. Granted, the first few were more diet meals from various delivery services in Kuwait, but then after a few days of raging on about FFG and BBJ, and, that whole mess for the umpteenth time, we were met with talks of returning back to Canada to get the ball rolling on filing some civil charges against FFG, and also throwing in the celebrating of a family member's birthday. Now, this quickly changed to her and Salah traveling, and while traveling, she would make a detour trip to Canada to celebrate said family member's birthday and take care of some, other things, as she claimed. Then, as of Thursday, we were back to eating takeout and talking shit about reaction channels. And of course, the other two talking points she brings up when views get low. Spoiler alert, she's also claimed to not going back to Canada anytime soon. Yeah. She then claims that she will be resuming her diet Monday and clarified that the diet meal delivery service only provides that service Monday through Thursday, so she has to fend for herself Friday through Sunday. Now, essentially, this is giving her the out to have a cheat meal, which you would think it would be reserved for one day of that 3-day endeavor. But that's not Chantal. She turns it into a cheat weekend, and this is just going to mess with any progress she makes through the week. But we all know that. She knows that. But she also knows if she doesn't eat on camera or bring up, her other 2 sore points to rage about, she doesn't have a channel. So pinkies up while we hangrily discuss whatever incomplete thought that runs through her hamster wheel as she narrowly avoids choking on a portion that is meant to feed a family of 4. Templeton would be so proud. And speaking of Templeton, on to the slop queen herself, Amberlynn. So after Amber's TikTok viral taste test of the asparagus, hearts of palm, and Brussels sprouts dipped in mustard, she's now basing her entire new diet from this TikTok trend. And I use that term very loosely, as it seems more that she's following a specific TikToker's diet, who this TikToker shows at least one specific constant in her meals on her TikToks, and that is the eating of this strange mixture of cottage cheese, mustard, raw veggies, and adding a sausage or eggs with it. Maybe Amber saw this woman had went from 230 pounds and lost 80 pounds in a pretty quick time frame eating this concoction, and chose to follow this diet to expect similar results. But if you watched yesterday's upload, you'd hear Amber is a little disheartened that she's eating healthier, eating 16 to 1800 calories a day, and fasting for 16 hours and 15 minutes, moving more and drinking only water, and has actually gained a little over half a pound. A little over half a pound, people, in 3 days on this new health regimen. It's just not fair. Her quirky body is fighting against her. Maybe it's too low of calories and her body has went into starvation mode. I mean, that was the issue last time she tried doing low-calorie diet meal plans instructed by her doctor, and before that, the people of Octavia. Maybe she's not eating enough, right? I mean, based off her past logic, her body needs super low calories, but not too low where she feels like she's being deprived. I don't know. One thing I know is this girl is totally catering to her feeder audience, and these thumbnails are just like the nail in the coffin. Also, do you know that this full-grown woman had me fucking dying at her last vlog while she was making her steak and potato goulash seasoned with sriracha and what's her other favorite condiment? Soy sauce. Our girl loves the seasoning. But the fact that she said that she was kind of nervous about the potatoes, girl, I fucking bet you were nervous about them damn potatoes. They almost killed you. They almost took your life. They made you shit yourself. I bet Jade was nervous about you and them damn potatoes, and that's why they were cut up like they were being served to a toddler who can't manage their own food portion sizes. But yeah, that was a good one. I got a little chuckle out of just witnessing the captions on that video. And people say Amber isn't funny. I mean, she's funny. She's hilarious. And for what's up with the weight loss surgery that is now non-existent in her vlogs, after spending months of being a constant talking point, she's yet to divulge what's going on with that. And through the guise of, healthy speculation, we've all probably guessed correctly that she is not moving forward with this surgery by her own doing, not because the doctors suggested a pause on it. I mean, she's fasting, which I'm sure would be a no-go for a weight loss surgery as a pre-op patient in the remaining stages of her journey toward her goal of weight loss surgery. Especially as that's something she wouldn't be able to do post-op. So Amber's essentially letting the cat out of the bag without actually letting the cat out of the apartment. If you know, you know. Now, I know many of you wouldn't have picked up on my sarcasm in the statement made that the surgery decision was made by Amber and not her doctor because, well, we all know Amber at this point. She's nothing if predictable. But I, for one, am looking forward to her very truthful story of why she chose not to have the surgery and do this diet thing again herself. Jade's gonna need to return her super suit after this and start beating her own back like she's choking on a rogue seafood boil potato after Amber declares she's the driving force behind her decision, and that if anything happened to Amber, Jade would simply not be able to go on without her and would be lost. And Amber is such an empath that she couldn't do that to her. So she's doing this diet for her. This new active lifestyle and healthy eating is for Jade. Using Jade's unshakable love and supportiveness as her branch to support the chrysalis that is Amber's old ways, morphing into the new world that is this metamorphosis into the beautiful butterfly from the Heimlich Amber to skinny Queen Amber. Will 2024 be our year? Will Amber lose 90 lbs? Will Amber have the surgery? Will Amber try a few more diets? Kind of Goldilocksing her way through the diet world for the right one. Will she be bedbound? I'm kind of guessing time will tell at this point. I mean, what else are we going to do? What's in your 2024 bingo card for Amber? Also, you're going to fucking love this for those who haven't seen it yet. Destiny, Amber's ex, that she had this whole live stream feud about and caused the destruction of, or sabotage ellipse of her her pre-op diet for weight loss surgery. Kind of got us on this downward spin. But Destiny got on live stream last night, I believe it was last night. It's very fresh. And was live streaming conversation with Amber on the phone. Now, to me, it sounded super fake. I don't know how else I was going to phrase that. It just sounded staged. Amber admitted her mental illness can make her super manipulative, as she pronounced it. And that she's just in a super healthy place now and has a super healthy relationship now. And that Destiny's using her mental illness against her, and it's super shitty. Now, after Destiny said that she was super manipulative, Becky was brought into the conversation. And Amber said Becky put her through things that she doesn't want to go into during Destiny's live stream. The silence after Destiny asked if she was still going forward with weight loss surgery spoke so many words. The girl really was sitting there on the spot, picking her arms, I'm sure, trying to fumble something together, and came to, I'm going to share that on my channel when I want to. Ha ha ha. She also went back and forth with Karina Kaboom through the live stream chat, saying how she can appreciate Zachary Michael's commentary, calling Destiny out, and how life to her isn't black and white, and that she thinks reaction channels and the like dislike her. So they dislike everything she says or does, and Amber isn't like that. She can see past a pedophile's or a child groomer's actions and like them as a person because they are more than the pain and trauma they inflict on others. Also, we got a hint at the new ailment will maybe be making an appearance in the next vlog or so, and be the cause of her next takeout binge and bedbound moment type deal. She was whimpering about her lung. Walking pneumonia again, Amber? Seems to be a reoccurring theme. The live stream was definitely entertaining, though I'm not 100% sure on how real any of the conversation was. It seemed kind of flirty back and forth, which was really awkward because Destiny's girlfriend was sitting, or fiance, sorry, was sitting like right next to her reading a book on the tablet. And I'm just like, awkward. Apparently Jade was also in the room with Amber, so it was just an awkward situation. How are two people that are in relationships with other people having a flirty conversation and back and forth like that? It was weird. But anyway, it was very entertaining, if nothing else. It was funny watching Destiny get Amber going and seeing that rhetoric back and forth. Even if it wasn't 100%, real, I'm wondering how much Destiny may have been paid by Amber to stir up this shit for views. But I guess the world will never know unless Amber says something, right? Or Becky, for that matter. I hope Becky does come forward and enter the conversation started by Amber and Destiny. And are we gonna get going to end things with the whole live stream feud that's going on? Because apparently it's still ongoing, even though they've claimed that they're no longer going to talk about one another. And I think I'm going to end things there because Amber and Chantal are just You know, two fatties living in a fat shaming world, eating it up. Thanks for listening, you guys. And I will see you again on the next one. Bye.